Welcome back. This is Business Tuesday. I'm reminding you that the Sensex has moved into the green right now. The Nifty is still struggling there by 4 points of a drop. But while that's the market check for you, the news counters that are still very much in focus as we look at Bank of Rajasthan for one. A SEBI order late last night clamped down the promoters of the Bank of Rajasthan, barring them from trading. Now, the promoter group was accused of incorrect disclosure of its shareholding in the bank and buying additional stake through surrogate entities in trades dating all the way back to 2007. We spoke to the promoters and asked them to clarify.
We will definitely try to clear their misunderstanding. It looks like some misunderstanding has been created somewhere, and definitely once we get the SEBI order, then we will definitely talk to SEBI and we will give them the required documents so that the misunderstanding can be sorted out. We have not drawn a single rupee from the Bank of Rajasthan or any misappropriation of funds. This is very, very clear to RBI and also other authorities.
All right, let's get Abhizer Diwanji in. He's head of the financial services practice at KPMG here in Mumbai. Abhizer, many thanks for coming in on the show. Now, Bank of Rajasthan, that's been viewed as a problem bank, but somewhere since the RBI took over and the RBI appointed its own nominee to run the bank, would you say that the fundamentals of that bank have changed, even if you, somewhere if you had to discount the presence of the promoters?
Well, I don't know how the fundamentals were different because, apart from whatever we see in the public, which is a 25 lakh fine imposed on the bank, I think what will really happen is that now that the RBI has their own nominee on the board, the governance is expected to improve surely. So ideally, RBI will have a closer look at it and will play a larger role in governing the bank.
Right. Now, of course, after the news has come out, the stock is down over 6%, but the bank, Abhizer, is in the process of coming to market with a follow-on public offer where Praveen Kumar Tayal, when he spoke to us just 10 days back, said they're not going to market at any price less than 100 rupees per share. How achievable do you believe that is, given that the perception over the bank is still so negative?
Well, a lot of the perception can be sorted out through communication. So, for example, if there is a reasonable story to be told around this bank, that will be told to the institutional investors who will be the core subscribers to the issue, as in any other issue. So ideally, a lot of it is on disclosure and a lot of it is how well the bank is able to come out and manage its perception, which today, obviously, because of the various regulatory actions by RBI and now SEBI, is actually under some strain. So there will be a challenge at the promoter level to try and regain the kind of lost confidence in a way.
All right, stay with us, Abhizer, because we've got more to discuss with you. I'll just bring our viewers up to speed with what's happening on State Bank of India, where small and medium enterprises who defaulted on their loan repayment to SBI could get a bit of a breather because the country's largest bank has announced a one-time settlement scheme for non-performing assets on loans to SMEs. Now, the window will be open for applications until 31st of May, and one can expect a discount nearly 15% if the dues actually settle within 3 months. George.
Well, Abhizer, if we could just bring this back to you now, if you look at SBI's numbers in the third quarter, the additions it's made to its net NPA position of 1,450 crores, it's SMEs that account for only the second largest addition in NPAs. It's really mid-corporates that accounted for the largest. So somewhere should we read into this as also some sort of a political move which somewhere makes SBI and the government look good?
No, I don't think this is a political move, and I don't think a bank like SBI, which has a significant public shareholding, want to make this kind of a politically savvy move. I think what I believe is the growing realization that is happening within the banking sector, and the sooner it happens, the better, is to try and understand the economic value of the lost capital. And I think what banks like SBI are trying to do, and I have said it in the earlier in the budget comment also. At the end of the day, what SBI is trying to do is release capital out of the system, which can be effectively deployed for growth. And I think it is a welcome move to actually try and resolve NPLs. Now, whether one-time settlements is a better way to do it or workouts in terms of a longer duration is a better way to do it depends on what the status of the loan is. But given that SMEs are small ticket loans and the amount of bandwidth that SBI may have to spend monitoring reschedulements, it actually may be a better option to actually go ahead and do a one-time settlement. What it does is it releases capital. And rather than needing fresh infusion, these capitals can be really deployed into better assets to earn returns.
Sure, but Abhishek, by that logic, should we expect that the bank will come out and offer a one-time settlement to some of the mid-run corporates as well? Because in the quarter that we're talking about, SMEs added 371 crores in net NPAs, mid-run corporates added about 890 crores in NPAs. Should we expect some announcement to come out from SBI on that front as well, going by what we've seen come so far?
SBI would have determined an economic quantity of loans within their system, what they can manage and what they can't. So even in the mid-corps, for example, if there are smaller ticket loans which may not be economical to actually spend bandwidth on, they would try and do one-time settlements. I think it's just a welcome move. So I would certainly expect more similar one-time settlements to happen, because do remember that these necessarily are not going to be hits on the bank's balance sheet or P&L, because they would have been provision coverages. Another reason why this happens, I think all banks are trying to proactively manage NPLs in a way that, because RBI requires you to reach the 70% provisioning norms. So rather than make additional provisions, it would be better to effectively settle them and get them off the books.
Okay, thanks very much. Appreciate you being with us. Abhisar Divanji, ED and Head Financial Services there at KPMG. Let's talk now more about stocks.